Winter just isn't complete without a steaming cup of hot chocolate. And what better way to celebrate the season than with a hot cocoa bar? This hot chocolate bar is super simple to throw together. You're gonna wanna do it every day. Hey everybody, I'm Kelly with the Suburban Soapbox, and today we are making a hot chocolate dessert board. It's like a charcuterie board, but all sweets. So it's the most epic dessert board, and it's so fun for the winter to make your own hot chocolate. We have all different kinds of hot chocolate mixes and marshmallows and candy to throw in, as well as a few sweet treats to enjoy along the side. Let's get started. So to make a hot chocolate board, really there's no rules to it. So anything that you can dream up to put in your hot chocolate or your hot cocoa, it's whatever you want it to be. So I like to sometimes serve a hot chocolate board with a slow cooker full of homemade hot chocolate. And you can get the hot chocolate recipe right here on YouTube. I have a link to my homemade hot cocoa mix, and it's great to serve alongside with this dessert board. So today we're going to start with just some hot cocoa mixes, and you can use a different flavor of hot cocoa mix. So they sell a wide variety of hot cocoa mixes right now on the market, and so sometimes I like to just put different flavor hot cocoa mixes on the boards to start, and then everybody can just use a pitcher of steaming milk and make their own concoctions. That's always fun too. So we also add mix-ins. So I like to use some butterscotch chips, and loose things like this you want to start out with in the bowls. So similar to building a charcuterie board, liquidy items or nuts or things that are like loose, you can put in little bowls around your board and then build around that. We also have some crushed peppermint, which is fun to mix in as well. So we'll put that there. And then I found this really fun sprinkle mix, and it actually has like red and green mini chocolate chips, as well as some really tiny marshmallows and lots of sprinkles, and it's really festive for the holidays. We'll just stick that in the middle. And then I have stroop waffles. Stroop waffles are awesome on the top of your coffee mug. They get warm and melty, so we like to do the same with the hot cocoa as well. And we're just gonna fan these out. So once you have your stroop waffles or your bigger cookies, if you're using a bigger cookie on the board, you wanna start with something larger that's gonna take up a lot of the space. And then you'll fill in the other spaces with everything else. So you can definitely shift your bowls around as you need, but I wanna make like a river of marshmallows. So I'm going to start with just the regular run-of-the-mill marshmallows that you put into your hot cocoa anyway. And we'll start with the small ones, and I'm gonna make like a river along the side, kind of fill in some areas and make it look interesting and like a little shape to it. And I like to use a lot of marshmallows because if you're having a big party and there's lots of kids, and kids have full reign of the amount of marshmallows that go into their hot chocolate, they're going to use a lot. So you're going to need more marshmallows than you think you need. And I like to do a mix of big and small. So we'll just add some big ones here. And then I also like to use some flavored marshmallows. So if you're familiar with like the Smashmallow brand, they have some really great flavors, especially during the holidays. So I'm gonna use these candy cane flavor Smashmallows, and they're actually really pretty. So you wanna try to stay with things that are like festive, and we'll just fill in the sides with some of the flavored marshmallows. And then I have some vanilla, toasted vanilla. And we'll just put them on this side. And if they're a little stuck together, just pull them apart. Next, you want to add some candy and some peppermint flavoring, and you just kind of scatter that into the holes here. So we're just going to do some nonpareils. And to make it look pretty, make sure all your nonpareils are kind of like flipped up. Kind of looks like a little snowball. And then of course we need some peppermints. And then peanut butter cups. I like to use some mini peanut butter cups. You don't have to put a ton on here. If you put them in the bottom and then put some of your hot cocoa mix on top and then pour that warm milk over top, make sure you take the wrapper off first. It's gonna just make that peanut butter cup melt into it. If you're having an adult party, feel free to add as much booze as you want to this board. That's always fun too. And then I have some stirs. So you can find these hot chocolate stirs pretty much anywhere these days. And I just like to lay them around the top here. And then they have spoons as well. They're fun. So you can kind of just lay them on top of your stroop waffles. And then we have these really pretty ones. They're little snowflakes. These are hot chocolate toppers. I actually have snowman hot chocolate toppers on my website, thesuburbansoapbox.com. You can go there and make your own. They're so fun. Kids love them. And you can kind of just like arrange them all around the board. And then more cute little marshmallows. So obviously this is marshmallow based because you can never have too many marshmallows when you're having hot cocoa. And to round it out, you just want to put a few cookies around the edges. So I like to use these little cookie sticks. They're like wafers, they're filled with chocolate. They're crazy addicting. You can get them at any grocery store. And that is it. Feel free to round it out with anything you want, any type of sweets you want. If you want to add more peppermint or some candy canes for Christmas, that's fun too, but that's how easy it is. So this is where it gets fun because if you have different flavors of hot cocoa mix on your board, you can mix them. So I've done salted caramel hot chocolate and regular hot chocolate and dark hot chocolate. So we're just gonna add a couple scoops, do some butterscotch, and then I'm gonna add my milk and we'll mix it together and then I'll top it with something fun. Okay, now everything's melted and I have my hot cocoa ready to go. So now I'm gonna top it. This is the fun part. So I have the peppermint to choose from. I'm gonna do a mitten and maybe some of these sprinkles. And of course, a snowflake marshmallow. And I'll stick in a little peppermint stick. How fun is that? More sprinkles. You can never have too many sprinkles. That is so good. It's such a fun idea for a party too. You can find this recipe and a whole bunch of other dessert board recipes in my new book, Dessert Boards. It's on the shelves now. You can get it anywhere books are sold and on Amazon. There are so many fun ideas in this book for any holiday or occasion. There's literally something for everyone, young and old. I hope you get your copy soon. If you like this recipe, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more easy recipes, visit thesuburbansoapbox.com. Thanks again.